and just continue, the others would fall in. So 56 minus 41 is 15. So that means that x, looking up here, that means that x is equal to, anybody got this? X is equal to 3. Yes. Nice. Good job.
Yes, miss.
Good job. So now that we know x is equal to 3, wherever I see x in this equation now, this first equation, hold on, just letting people in, Right, now wherever I see x in this first equation, so let me use blue, I'm going to replace it with 3. So this becomes 2 in brackets, 3, so 2 times 3 plus y is equal to 28. And we're trying to solve for y now. 2 times 3 is 6, plus y is equal to 28, and 28 minus 6 is 22. So y is equal to 22. That's why my answer is 322. Anybody got this whole thing correct?
Yes.
Miss, how you get 22?
Actually, no, let me erase. All right. So 2 times 3 is 6. So I just write in this line again. 6 plus y is equal to 28. What I have to do? I have to subtract 6 on both sides because I want y by itself. So this becomes y is equal to 28 minus 6. 28 minus 6 is 22. Get it now? All right. Okay, now we're going to try this question. Miss, can you show? Oh, shucks. I didn't even see that. Oh, my. Okay, let me. Okay, so my equation was this. That's after I rearrange it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. And the second equation was x plus 41 is equal to 2y. So what I want to do now, take this value of y, and wherever I see it in this equation, the second equation, I see it right here, I would replace it with this. So this becomes x plus 41 is equal to 2 minus 2x plus 28. X plus 41 is equal to, all we're trying to do now is solve for x. Just transposing. So 2 times minus 2x, that's minus 4x. And 2 by 28 is plus 56. Just transposing now. Let me use white. So I could bring this 4 across here, this minus 4 across here. So it becomes x plus 4x plus 41 is equal to 56. And then I could carry across this 41 here to get x plus 4x is equal to 56. Since it's plus 41 over here, it becomes minus 41 on this side. x plus 4x is 5x. Is equal to 56 minus 41 is 15. That means I have to divide both sides by 5, and 15 divided by 5 is. You understand now? Oh, this is why I need to look at the chat. Okay, I have this question to show you now. I want you to attempt it. It's not like our usual questions, because, yeah. Remember, I was talking about ADMAC being an analytical subject. Not everything will be straightforward. So I want you to try this now. People who weren't with me, oh my, people who weren't present for the previous classes, you can attempt it if you want to. Or, I don't know, just, if you don't understand what I'm doing today, go to Google Classroom, look at the notes from before, and then come back and attempt it and try to understand. Yeah, you could always ask me questions if you want to. But people who were with me, every single thing on this question I'm going to show you now, we already did that. Okay? Now let's look at the question. The diagram below shows a trapezium ABCD, in which AB is parallel to DC. The point A lies on the y-axis. This vertical line here is my y-axis. Points B and D are 613. Point B is 613, and point D is 1 minus 2, respectively. Angles ABC, and BCD are 90 degrees. Hence, these symbols right here. Given that the equation of line DC is 3y minus 4, well, 3y equals 4x minus 10, they want you to find the equation of AB, the equation of the line BC, and the coordinates of A and the coordinates of C. Please do not get intimidated because it has so many words. We did all of this already. All right. So I just want you to attempt part A. Just do part A for me. And let me know your answer. Remember, people who weren't here, if you want to try it, okay, that's fine. Like if you already did this topic and you want to try it, go ahead. If you didn't do this topic already, or you don't want to try it for some reason, that's fine too. When I go through it, you can look at Google Classroom, you can look at those notes and figure it out. Well, try to figure it out after class or some other time. Still don't understand, you can ask me a question. Okay, do part A, sorry. Quick question, does anybody need me to send a picture on WhatsApp? If yes, just let me know. Okay, I need to go through it now because we over the time. And I don't know if anybody else has a class today, but still send me an answer even when I am explaining. Okay, let me just use this. People who finish with A, if you want to just move on to part B and C. It's fine. Right. They want the equation of AB, the line AB, that's this line. The first thing you want to do, what information did they give me about AB? That's the first thing you want to find out. They told me that AB is parallel to DC. So by that alone, I know AB, the gradient of AB. So let me put grad. Grad means gradient of AB would be equal to the grad of a gradient of DC. Why? Because we know that parallel lines have equal gradients. So if I wanted to name the gradient of AB M1 and I name the gradient of DC M2, since these lines are parallel, we know that the gradient of AB would be equal to the gradient of DC. What other information did they give? They told me that DC, the equation of DC is 3y equal 4x minus 10. That means that we could find the gradients of DC. Let me blackboard. They told me that DC, the equation of the line DC, is 3y equals 4x minus 10. And we're trying to find the equation of AB. They told us that AB is parallel to DC. Therefore, the gradient of AB, so I name that M1, is equal to the gradient of DC, which is M2. What I could do now, I could first find the gradient of DC. That would give me the gradient of AB. So 3y is equal to 4x minus 10. How we find the gradient? Remember, we need to write it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Then all we have to do is to identify m. M is our gradient. So 3y is equal to 4x minus 10. That means that y is equal to 4 on 3x minus 10 on 3. Following me so far? Following me so far?
Yes, miss.
All right.
Yes, miss.
That's my equation. Looking at this, m is the gradient. So looking at this, I could tell that the gradient of DC, or M2, is equal to 4 on 3. AB and DC are parallel, so that means that the gradient of AB is also equal to 4 on 3. We good with that, right?
Yes, miss.
All right. If you're not good with that, let me know. You check the chat. Okay. Let me just show you one thing. Here it is. According to this diagram, the line AB, they already gave us a point. They told us that point B is 613. That means we have a point, 613, and we have the gradient. We just found out that the gradient of AB is 4 on 3. And we know how to find the equation of a line given a point and the gradient. Yes or no? Well, people who were with me. People who weren't with me, I'm not sure if you know that yet. But it's okay, Google Classroom. Right. So you know how to find, you remember how to find the equation of a line given a point and the gradient? Yes, no.
Excuse me, can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, hold on. From previous classes, we already learned how to find the equation of a line given a point and the gradient. What I'm asking is if the people who heard me, if you remember how to find the equation of a line given a point and the gradient of the line.
Yes, miss.
All right. Well, can you tell me what are the two methods to find the equation of the line?
Miss, you can use the formula y is equal to mx plus c, or you can use y minus y1 is equal to m open brackets x minus x1 close brackets.
Good job. X, 1. Okay, but since most people prefer the second method, we're going to use the second one. Let me just write. This was our coordinate and our gradient, and is 4 and 3. So we put back y minus y1 is 13 is equal to m 4 and 3. Put back x minus x1 is 6. All we have to do now is put it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. So y minus 13. We could expand these brackets. So 4 and 3 times x is 1 3x. And 4 and 3 times minus 8. No, wrong thing. It's 8. It's 24 divided by 3, which is 8, right? Therefore, y is equal to 4 and 3x plus 8 plus 13. No, minus 8. Minus 8. It's getting late. 4 and 3. Hold on. Okay, cool. 4 and 3 times minus 6 is minus 8. Why? Because 4 times 6 is 24. 24 divided by 3 is 8. I remember the minus sign. So now minus 8 plus 13 is plus 5. So the equation of my line AB, this is the answer right here. Y is equal to 4 times x plus 5. Anybody got this whole thing correct? Unless anybody who didn't send me their answer. Anybody got this whole thing correct? Yes, no. I know one person got it right. But anybody else? Okay, that's fine. Practice makes perfect. Okay. If you haven't done part B yet, attempt it now. People who finish part B can move on to part C. I might be finished when this meeting ends, but you don't have to rejoin because I already gone over time. So attempt part B, but if you already did part B, do part C. Remember to send me your answer. We're going to continue now since it's almost half past, but still some of your answers, right? Part B, they want the equation of the line BC. Equation of the line BC. So what we have to do, we have to look for the information they gave us on BC. Diagram, blah, blah, blah. The line A passes B. Well, they told us B, point B, 613. And they told us the angle ABC and BCD in it, right? If you look at this diagram, whenever they give you a diagram, make sure to use it too. BC, this is my line BC. This line right here, that's BC. They also told me DC, remember DC is this. And if you look at this diagram, the red line, that's DC. Can you agree that the line BC and the line DC are perpendicular to each other? Yes or no? Oh, that line looks terrible. Can you agree with that? The lines BC and DC are perpendicular.
Yes, miss.
Exactly. And we know when lines are perpendicular, they're gradients. So I'll call the gradient of the line BC M1, and I'll call the gradient of the line DC M2. We know that perpendicular lines, the product of their gradients is equal to -1. So knowing that, we found out from the question before, from the part before, that the equation, the gradient, grad of DC is equal to 4 and 3. And we also just found out that the line BC, the equation they want us to find, is perpendicular to this line DC. So what does that mean? Gradient of this line times the gradient of this line would be equal to -1. We're trying to find M1, but we already know M2, the gradient of DC, is 4 and 3. So all we have to do now is find for M1, which is the gradient of BC. Can anybody tell me what they got for the gradients of M1?
-3 and 4.
-3 on 4. And that's my gradient for the line BC. We good with that so far, right?
Yes, miss.
Of line BC. That's my gradient of the line BC. Escape. So, looking at this, like I said, utilize the diagram that they gave you. So this is my line BC. We now know that the gradient of this line is -3 and 4. But look at this. They also gave us a point. They gave us the point B. So now that we have a point and we have the gradient, which is -3 and 4, we could find the equation of this line. Remember the two methods. You could use y is equal to mx plus c, or y minus y1 is equal to m in brackets x minus x1. Y, you put back the y there. Y1 in this case is 13. Equivalent is 613 is equal to m. We said that m is -3 and 4. -3 and 4 in brackets, put back your x, and x1 is 6, which is 6. So y minus 13 is equal to -3 and 4 times x, minus 3/4 is x. And then minus 3 on 4 times minus 6 is plus 9 on 2. Oh, why? Because 3 times 6 is 18. Well, minus 3 times minus 6 is 18. So you'll get 18 on 4. 18 on 4. But this could be reduced. You divide both of them by 2. You get 2 on 9. Hold on, somebody's unmuted. Right. Remember, we're trying to put this in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. So just make y the subject of the formula. Y is equal to, we have to add 13 on both sides, so this becomes minus 3 on 4x and 9 on 2 plus 13 is 35 on 2. Anybody got this whole thing correct?
Yes, miss.
Okay, one person. Anybody else? It's fine if you didn't. I just want to know who did. You could probably message me too. All right then. Okay, so we'll stop there for this class because I already over the time. I'm not really supposed to be doing that. So we'll do part C next class, right? And next class we also start in circles. So yeah. If you have
What
any
day would we start in next class, Miss?
circles,
Okay, Miss.
yeah, it's under coordinate geometry too. But this part, what we're doing today and all the other classes was coordinate geometry too, but focusing on straight lines. What we do next class is still coordinate geometry, but we will be focusing on circles. So if you want to, you could go read up on that, or people who already did it. So those in Form 5, if you already did it, you could just go review your notes. But that's what we do in next class. All right, that's it for class today. Any questions? Let me know. Text me on WhatsApp. You could ask me now. But if no
Okay,
question,
Miss. Bye, Miss.
bye. Bye. You have any questions?